Are you prepared for everything? Emergency preparedness is key to your prepping. We never know what we are going to be hit with. Today, South Carolina had another earthquake. There have been over 30 earthquakes in South Carolina since 2021. Every week there is an earthquake. My oldest daughter felt this one. It was located in Elgin, South Carolina, but she lives in Columbia, South Carolina. It was felt as far away as Charlotte, North Carolina. How can you prepare? Let's get into it. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. So just another manic Wednesday. Yeah, I know it says Monday, but today's Wednesday, okay? So I was in the house laying down waiting for my next step for me to do with my pool, and my oldest daughter, who lives in Columbia, South Carolina, called to say, hey Ma, I think I just felt my first earthquake. They have been having earthquakes for, well, they've had about over 30 earthquakes in South Carolina, different areas. Some people feel them, some people don't. This was actually her first one that she's ever felt. It was a 3.3 is what it registered. She was freaking out. She was like, I do not like the way that made me feel inside. And I think what she was trying to say is the feeling of the unknown, the feeling of what do I do? How do I protect myself and my family? And a lot of us are going to feel that way because we never know when an emergency is going to happen. So re-up your emergency preparedness plan. What you're going to do in an emergency. Where you guys are going to meet up. You, extended family, whatever. What materials, what supplies do you need? Create a checklist. Make sure you get those items now. Put them in a waterproof container. It could even be a bucket. You can line the bucket if you want to, and then put them in the bucket. Put them in Ziploc bags. Put it in a bucket. A bucket floats. Whatever it is. Things are always happening, you guys, and you never know when it's going to happen, especially when it comes to the weather. So we're in hurricane, tornado. There's no seasons anymore. Things are all just melting into each other. We have droughts going on in certain locations. We have flooding going on in certain locations. I got a weather alert about a flooding, a flash flood warning, because it actually closed down a part of I-26 today in South Carolina, in Newberry County. So you just never know what you're going to be hit with. You can't prepare for everything, but you should be preparing for something. So take those steps into mind and get prepped up today, okay? And another thing we need to talk about is the monkey pox and what's going on with it. Well, there has been a patient in Mecklenburg County in North Carolina, and they are monitoring that patient and what's going on with that. How can you protect yourself with that? What is it? While they are saying monkeypox is not as contagious as having COVID-19, it is still contagious. You can get it through droplets, although COVID-19 is more spreadable through droplets than the monkeypox. Monkeypox is spread basically through contact, direct contact with open lesions or bumps or anything like that. So it's almost like we've gone back to, well, maybe I can shake your hand, to I don't know if I should be shaking your hand when I greet you, you know? So you just have to be aware, be alert, and get stocked up for that too. Buy you some gloves, buy you some more masks, because the way things are going, it's a matter of time before we have another variant out there that is spread through droplets, airborne. So I'm going to leave this link. Well, I'm going to leave this little clip of a video that was sent to me by one of you guys. Thank you so very much. Sorry, I'm just getting around to it. But nonetheless, check it out and stay safe, you guys. See you in the next video.
Monkey Pox has been detected here in North Carolina. Both state and local health officials are making sure we stay protected from the disease. 90 Your Side Cheyenne Pagan breaks down what the virus is and how officials are reacting to the illness.
The Onslow County Health Department says they are monitoring the situation and have been in close contact with physicians out in the community following the recent news.
So for me, that means we've known about this for a while now, and we've been trying to deal with it, but now we feel we need to come out and let you guys know.
Monkeypox is an illness that causes a rash or skin lesions, basically bumps that usually kind of go through a progression, but they can be fluid-filled bumps on the skin.
State epidemiologist Zach Moore explains that North Carolina has been taking precautions over the past month.
One of the most important is just raising awareness, particularly among our doctors, our healthcare providers, because, you know, I'm a doctor, we just don't think of monkeypox.
And the breakdown of this is, well, I don't know everything about monkeypox, but I think I can tell you that it is contagious, not as contagious as COVID-19, but that's to be determined.
Normally, but we want to make sure that people are considering that.
They've been providing guidance to local health departments like Onslow counties.
We are ready should anything come up in our area.
This means we have been preparing for a while now. We know that this is going to spread, and so we want the public to be aware now.
The health department warns the public to stay safe.
Just stay aware of your own symptoms, and if you develop any flu-like symptoms or any rashes, definitely follow up with your primary care physician and just stay informed.
It almost sounds like she's biting her words to figure out which words she needs to say and not to cause panic, but I do think that some of them are panicking now, and that is the only reason we are hearing more and more about these particular stories.
Both health officials say this viral disease is less transmissible than COVID-19.
It does spread from person to person, but that's usually through contact with the skin lesions. It can spread through respiratory droplets, but it's not anywhere in the same ballpark in terms of how easily it spread.
To me, he sounds like he's saying the same stuff that they said back in March of 2020 when he said not much to worry about, it won't spread. It just seems like a whole lot of bumbling of words and word play to throw you off, but it really does sound familiar to me. Maybe let me know in the comments, does it sound familiar to you when they had that whole press conference saying that yes, it's out there, no, we have nothing to worry about, and then a few days later they wanted to shut everything down.
They add they will continue monitoring the situation for everyone's safety.
We as the state health agency are working very closely with the CDC, very closely with our local health departments to make sure that we're doing everything we can to identify and respond to cases.
So even though they're saying it won't spread as rapidly through droplets, through airborne, just through contact of touching the lesions or bumps, they expect for it to spread. And that's why they will stay in close contact with the CDC, because they do expect that this will be a bad one.